Hey everybody, and welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff. And today we are playing Love is in the TBR for the month of August. If you don't know what Love is in the TBR is, it is my TBR game that I made up. It is kind of board game style. There's different shaped spaces on the board. You roll a die, move that number of spaces, and then we have easy, medium, and hard prompts that correspond with the different shapes. We also have a couple Kiss of Death spaces on the board. If I land on those, I have to spin a spinner wheel of all of my active series, and we continue on with that series. And I have to move all the way back to the beginning of the board, so we like to try to avoid those if we can. We've been on a spree of hitting them for the last couple months, so maybe this month will finally be nice to us and we won't hit one of those spaces. But that being said, let's hop into the first roll. Roll 1. A 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A heart prompt. A book over 600 pages. All right, our first roll landed us on a heart prompt, and the prompt is a book over 600 pages. I'm kind of running out of options for this prompt. I only have a few big books left, and I think it's due to getting this prompt a lot, but the book we will be reading for this is Shadow Princess, and this is book 4 in the Zodiac Academy series. This one is 678 pages. These are some hefty books, but they are so much fun. They are just drama for the sake of drama. They are silly, kind of bully romance situation going on with the boys at the school, but I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. I read the first one and was kind of like iffy on it, but these just keep getting better as the series goes, so I'm really excited to continue. Roll 2. A 1. 1. An O prompt. Book with an animal on the cover. I keep telling myself I need to take this prompt out because I can never find one. All right, so roll 2 landed us on an O prompt, and the prompt is a book with an animal on the cover. I thought I was running low on these, and then as I was combing through my shelves, I realized I actually have a lot more of these left than I thought, so I will not be removing the prompt yet. But the book I am picking up is Too Wild to Tame by Tessa Bailey. We have the little doggy on the cover right here. This is book 2 in the Romancing the Clarksons series. I read book 1 and just kind of felt pretty meh about it. So I don't know, we'll see. That kind of seems to be how Tessa Bailey's series go for me. I find 1 or 2 in the series that I love, and the rest are just kind of like, I could take or leave. So hopefully I like this one a little bit better. I own the whole series, so I want to read it. Tessa Bailey was one of the authors that I wanted to focus on this year and get through some of her backlist of anyway, so I think this is a really good pick for this prompt. Roll 3. A 2. 1, 2. An X. A Kindle book. All right, so our next roll landed us on an X prompt, and the prompt is a Kindle book. I feel like I don't get this prompt very often, so I'm kind of glad I did. I feel like I've really been neglecting the books that I have on my Kindle. I read on my Kindle a lot, but very often I'll grab a book that I own physically, and if it's on KU, I'll download it on there and read most of it on my Kindle anyway. Just for ease, like taking it to work with me, reading in bed at night. It's just easier than having the physical copy sometimes. But then I feel like I'm never getting through my Kindle catalog, right? Like I'm just not reading the books that are in there that I only own on there. So glad I got this prompt, and I'm going to make sure that I picked a book that I didn't own physically. So what I'm going to be reading is Your Heart Still Beats for Me by Corey Zahara. Jenny from the Haphazard Book Nook recommended this one to me because of how much I loved Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. This is supposed to be kind of similar, like, captive situation, so I'm really excited to check that one out. It's on the shorter side. I think it's only like 270-ish pages. So that'll be a good one for me to read, you know, at night before bed and just get a little progress made in it every day. And yeah, I'm really excited to check that one out. Roll 4. 1. An O prompt. A book that ends in odd page numbers. All right, next up we got another O prompt, and this prompt is a book that ends in odd page numbers. I was kind of struggling. Most of the things that I had on my radar that I wanted to read ended in even page numbers for some reason. But I did end up finding one that I recently grabbed from Book of the Month. I think it was maybe 1 month, 2 months ago now. This book just came out recently, and that is King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. I've read one other book by this author. They do like crime thrillers, and they're always very dark. They always bring up heavy, serious topics, and I really like that. So I'm excited to check this one out for myself, and I've been doing really good about getting through my Book of the Month backlist, so I'm glad to be getting another one checked off the list. Roll 5. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An X. A new release. All right, so our next roll, we got another X. We're just going back and forth between the X and O prompts right now, but the prompt is a new release. And for this, I am going to be picking The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk by Carissa Broadbent. I do not have my physical copy yet because the book releases in 2 days. So it's not even out yet, but it does come out this month, and I am super excited for this. I recently got caught back up in the Crowns of Nyaxia world, so I'm ready to dive into this, and yeah, I cannot wait because Carissa Broadbent just writes amazing books, and if it's anything like the last one, it heavily had like underworld themes and this dark, shadowy imagery, and it was just really cool. And I loved the setting of it. So I can't wait to hop into this book when it releases. Roll 6. A 1. O prompt. A book with sprayed edges. All right, guys, this should hopefully be the last book, unless I unfortunately roll a 1 again. We're off the board after this, but it was another O prompt, and the prompt is a book with sprayed edges. And this is another prompt I pull very often. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't get the other prompts, but I'm now starting to run low on them, but I do have my Twisted Retreat shelf behind me, and I do have a few on there that I still have not read. So the one that I picked up that we're going to be reading is When the Night Bell Rings by Joe Kaplan. So this one does have all the cool sprayed edges. It's got like lanterns on the top and bottom, and then just some little scenery on the sides. I believe this one takes place in an older setting. We're in a mine. These women find this diary. They start reading it, and as they're reading it, it becomes more and more sinister, and things in the town start going awry. So I'm really excited to check this out. It looks eerie. It looks creepy. Another one of my goals this year was to read down my Twisted Retreat collection, as well as this being on my horror bingo challenge, which ends very soon, and I am way behind on reading those books, and I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to black out the board like I originally wanted to. But this at least is one that is on the list, so we will be getting to at least one more. And yeah, I can't wait. I'm really excited. So let's do our next roll as long as it's not a 1. That was the last book for the game. Roll 7. 1, 2, and I'm off the board. All right, that is it. We have made it off the board. Not too bad this month. 6 books. I'll take it. Of course, I'll probably read more than 6 books. And we also have our Love and Horror book club going on every month. And this month we are reading Was I Ever Here by Naomi Loud. This is book 1 in the Was I Ever series. It is a 3-book, so a trilogy right now. I don't know if she plans on writing any more in it or not, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so if you have that and you want to join and you don't want to buy the physical copy, you can read along with us there. The link to the Discord is down below if you want to join us. We have a channel set up for the book for discussions, and we always like to hang out and have fun over there, talk about crafts and cooking and books and movies and everything in between, games. So yeah, we would love to have you. So again, link is down in the description below to join us over there. And I cannot wait to check this one out. It is a paranormal dark romance. I don't know a ton about it, and the synopsis is very vague. So I can't wait to get into this and check it out for myself. Another book that I want to get to this month is Another by Paul Tremblay. I actually just picked this up at Barnes & Noble a couple days ago. I have not always been the biggest fan of Paul Tremblay's writing, but I loved The Cabin at the End of the World, the movie, but the book just didn't hit for me. However, this one is a middle grade, so I'm really interested to try it. I've not read a ton of middle grade horror, but the few that I have read, I've really enjoyed. So I'm hoping that this one will be a hit. I believe there's like some sort of, I don't know, like this clay kid almost that kind of attaches himself to this little boy, and there's a creepy old rotary phone involved. I don't know, but I'm excited to check it out for myself, and it's on the shorter side, so this is not going to take long at all to get through. So this is another one that I have on my radar this month. And then there's a couple other books. One for sure that I'll be reading is The Haunting of Velkwood. I don't own this one physically, but my Libby hold for the audiobook will be coming in very soon. I'm next in line, so I will be checking out that one as well. I have heard nothing but fantastic things about it, so I'm excited to check it out for myself. I've also really been in the mood for a sci-fi, so I think I'm going to pick up Antimatter Blues by Edward Ashton. This is book 2 in the Mickey 7 series. I don't know if you guys have seen the Mickey 17 movie that was based off of the first book. I read it recently, and I also went and saw the movie kind of right around the same time, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's very like dry humor. It's definitely not going to be for everybody, but it really hit for me. And this is going to be an easy one to wrap up for my series because it's only 2 books. So, yeah, I'd really like to get to Antimatter Blues this month as well. I also am really hoping to get to one of the books by Sherry Lapina. I've not read any of her books before, but it's another author that I've heard nothing but great things about. And one of her newer books, She Didn't See It Coming, that just released, I believe, back at the end of July, so relatively recently. I think my Libby hold for that one comes in soon as well, so I should be able to get to that one too. And the last one that I really want to check out is Aftertaste by Daria Lavelle. I keep seeing this everywhere, and I honestly don't know much of anything about it. I keep seeing it like populated in the like suggested reads on Audible and Everand and stuff like that. as well as just kind of seeing it on other people's channels as books that they're picking up. And yeah, I want to see what all the hype is about surrounding this book. So we're going to try to check this one out as well. And I think that's probably about it. That's definitely a lot more books than I'll probably even end up reading, but these are all the things that are really on my radar right now. Let me know down in the comments below what books you are looking forward to reading this month, and if there's anything that you think I should add to my already overly ambitious TBR. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Give the video a thumbs up on your way out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.